Joining us now, Mr. Capuano of Marriott is making his 90-day visit. How do you do it? How do you take a $432 room and parse it down to a 14% annualized return on your stock?
Well, I think we tap into the resilience of travel. And if anything, during the pandemic, the traveling public came to the conclusion, maybe I didn't miss buying a handbag or a watch or another pair of shoes, but I sure missed exploring the world.
Yep.
And that human condition that has this appetite to run around the world and explore, I think is a fabulous driver of our business.
Do you have pricing power through the Olympics into the late summer season and into Q3 based on what I see in airfares?
So certainly into Europe broadly, we do. We had a record summer in Western Europe last summer, and our forward bookings today are up about 7% over that number. And that's going not only into France with the Olympic benefit, but Italy, Spain, Greece, all of those markets are way up year over year.
Tom, these guys they got free cash flow, $2.5 billion a year, and it's not like they're not spending money. $500, $600, $700 million in CapEx. Where are you guys allocating your capital today? Where do you see the opportunities in your business?
So a few places. Right now we're going through a massive replatforming of our most important technology systems, our reservation system, our property management system, and our loyalty platform. And so we've mentioned on the earnings calls for the next couple quarters will be elevated.
How do you get people to call Marriott Direct, call a hotel direct instead of some impersonal thing like I'm going to pick on booking.com? I go to hotels where I can book the hotel direct, sit at the desk, be sure they can take Mrs. Keene's 7 Louis Vuitton luggages in properly. How do you get back to that personal service?
It's really through the Bonvoy platform. It's creating a suite of benefits and making sure through the Bonvoy platform we educate the consumer of the benefits of booking direct.
Okay, this is what Lisa wants to talk about, so we're going there, Tony Capuano. The St. Regis Maldives Vomuli Resort.
Boom.
It's the points guy. Brian says it's the best, best St. Regis in the world. Do you link with airplanes so Lisa Mateo can get there for the 1 week in September?
It's easy to get there.
Really?
How does Lisa Mateo pack the bag, the little, she'll have the knapsack thing, and get to the Maldives? How do you do that?
She jumps on Emirates, flies straight to Mali, and then there'll be a beautiful St. Regis boat waiting for you to take you right to the dock.
That's how you do it.
Or if you really want a beautiful view of that destination, you get on a seaplane, which flies at about 2,000 feet, and you get to view all those beautiful islands.
I've never seen her.
I know.
George Clooney could walk in right now. Tony Capuano.
Her husband's rolling his eyes right now.
Save the interview.
So, Tony, I see a lot of demand. The Maldives, great. That's for Lisa Mateo. But I see demand for the kind of the mid-range. People want to take those longer-term stays. I didn't know that was a business until recently, but that really is a business where people want to take long-term stays. Maybe they're contract workers or something like that. Talk to us about that business.
Again, another interesting byproduct coming out of the pandemic. Yep. This notion that folks, even if they're a little sub-optimized, they can work from anywhere. There is a younger generation of nomads that wants to work from anywhere. And so the ability, whether it's a traditional extended stay hotel like Residence Inn, whether it's a more value-focused extended stay product like Studio Res, our new mid-scale extended stay platform, or whether it's a bit longer term stay in an Apartments by Marriott Bonvoy, there is a consumer that for their travel needs is much better served with something focused on not a 1 or 2 night transient stay, but really purpose built to accommodate that longer stay.
What are you doing with New York City?
Yep.
The cheapest hotel in Manhattan, I think, is $800 a night. I'm kidding. But what's your plan for New York City?
Well, we'll continue to grow. This city is remarkable, and the pace at which it's recovered from a travel perspective is a terrific story. One of the great benefits of having such a broad brand portfolio across multiple quality tiers, we'll continue to grow at the luxury end. We just announced, but at the same time, we'll continue to grow with our new mid scale
Our good friend
platforms.
David Gura loves to have a Gibson at the old King Cole. Tell me you're not ruining the St. Regis
Absolutely
Hotel
not.
first floor. What are you doing right now at the St. Regis Hotel? You're blowing up the first floor of an icon. What are you going to do with it?
We're just updating it. We're making it more convenient for our guests. We're improving some of the traffic flow, but we are absolutely not touching that iconic King Cole bar.
I mean, this is great. And what's so great about this, the restoration of the painting at the old King Cole was like something out of the Louvre.
Yeah, it's
Did you get the
spectacular.
invoice on that?
Somebody
Was that before
did.
your
Didn't
time?
come to me.
Didn't come to you. Tony
But you know,
Capuano.
St. Regis is another brand that we just announced today. The iconic Pelican Hill Resort on Newport Coast in Southern California is going to be reflagged as a St. Regis as well. So it's a brand that is really
This is in
growing.
Newport?
Yeah, it's Don Bren and the Irvine Company.
Are you calling
built
this
it.
Hotel Hilarion? You know.
Yeah.
I mean, is this like a PIMCO outpost? Is that what this is?
Well, I
gonna
think
be?
they'll continue to be a valued client.
They'll be good. Tony, thank you so much. Congratulations on 14% per year total return, that off of Marriott stock. And thank you for the 90-day visit
My pleasure.
as well. Mateo, M-A-T-E-O to the Maldives. That's what I see.
I'll
Tony,
tell them to
thank
get
you.
your slippers ready.
Thank you so much, Tony.